Hey up guys, it's rapid time. We've got 1485, opponent El Totorino is from France, go figure. Okay, so opponent's rated 1505, so there's 20 points difference and we have ourselves a Scotch. So I'm going to go for the Steinitz variation, which has been still doing well for me. And we've had a long discussion about this actually with Vitualis has been very interested in this as well, because you know we play a lot of the same kind of openings. This is in the Chess Bootcamp club on chess.com, which is free for anyone to join. If you're a fan of the channel, you like the kind of openings that I play. Ooh, well, this is a novelty. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Is there any other move apart from taking on e4? You just really don't find white undeveloping here. So surely we're going to go up a pawn, which is kind of the whole idea of the Steinitz anyway. But it does still do well at the intermediate level. This is the point. It's not really played at the top level. Okay, so he's pinned his own bishop. Fair enough. I could give check, but then c3 or bishop d2. My hunch is that just developing a knight here is a good thing. d5 is also a thought. I think knight c3 is going to come. Now, if I do this, it prevents knight c3 because I take b takes, and then he's got messed up pawns, which again is very common in the in this variation. So, do I want to play that move, developing a bishop, getting one step closer to castling? Now, the other options are that he puts either his bishop or his knight here. Actually, but also, like we said, c3 is just possibility, but then c3 it doesn't prevent knight coming to d2 with tempo kicking the queen. How about there? No, because it's two attackers. Okay. There, if the knight comes out, the knight's also hitting d5, so that's hit twice, and it comes with tempo, so that move is out because the knight coming out hits both, right? So that's out. I'm thinking just knight c6, knight f6. I am up a pawn. Okay, queen and king are in line. Something should be done. My first thought is bishop d6 and castles. So bishop d6, he does this, I castle, and he can't move his bishop with a discovery on the queen. He can't move the bishop with check. This is the key point. Right? I can also put my bishop on e7 and kind of sidestep all of those ideas. But my feeling is that d6 is a bit more aggressive. I could put the bishop here, but then the bishop's on an undefended square. Is that a problem? Attacking this is defended once. Yeah, this just feels good. Just getting ready to castle, and then it's a matter of bedding down, try and consolidate my one pawn advantage, and try and see that through to the end of the game. Okay, well, you attack my knight. Clearly, I have to get the king queen out of line, and the best way to do that at this point in the game is to castle. Maybe get my rook to e8 at some point. You want to trade your bishop for that knight? You be my guest. I'll probably capture with d, giving us two completely open files on D and E, which is really interesting. Doesn't happen all the time. Okay. So clearly my queen is being hit. Something I missed earlier on today in a different game. So I have this. That actually means that well, no, it's defended twice. Okay, but I'm hitting the bish. This is also a thought, kind of proposing to trade off queens. I kind of like that. It's also or here, Or I see. I'd love to target h2, but I can't do that from here because of the knight, or here because of the bishop, or here because of the bishop. So what do? I mean, queen g6, and then I might play my queen there, or here. Hits the bishop and also potentially there. So how about this move? So if I go here, knight here, I don't know. I can go back. No, I can't. Yeah, here then. Maybe to there. Knight comes here. It just gets lost. Okay. Also, if the knight moves, I could trade off queen. So I'm just trying to do more than one thing with each move, you know. And we've got plenty of time. You know, I'm a pawn up, for goodness sake. Opponent has got 15 minutes, 10 seconds. Opponent has not been spending enough time on his opening moves. Just got to be careful about this lurking bishop here. Because I want to attack on the dark squares because of the position of my developed bishop on d6. I might try and kick this guy. I've also got an issue with my own light squared bishop that's not yet in the game. I'm thinking probably fianchetto. I think b6, bishop b7, move the knight, crack on. In fact, knight there is not even a bad move. I mean, right now I can't do it. It's attacked twice, but okay. So he's developed his knight. I have this. This comes with a threat. No, it doesn't. The knight's defending. Okay. He's not really threatening to come here because we've got knights in opposition over the centre. And really, honestly, I'm going to grab opportunities to make equal trades if I can, because I'm a pawn up. And the pawn is Dave the D pawn. Okay. You want to attack my knight? How do we feel about this? I could defend with my bishop. Rook can't take because of that. But if I defend with my bishop, he takes here, removing the defender of that, threatening this rook. Then even if I take, he takes. So that doesn't work. I think the way forward is probably to move my knight out of harm's way and develop it. Now I can't go here because it's attacked twice and defended only by the queen. I can't attack here because it's attacked and not defended at all. So that's out, that's out. I don't want to move it back there, that's just dumb. So h5, it could come back to here, you know? Maybe. But I'm liking the idea of fianchetto. I'm liking the idea of bringing one of my rooks to e8, try and trade that off, you know. This is a possibility. In fact, we are starting to, you know, creep and make progress up the board, starting to apply a bit of pressure. It's all good. I want to be thinking, do I want to be kicking this bishop? But, you know, my opponent's still got both bishops on the board. All the bishops are still on the board. In fact, all the pieces are still on the board. He's lost 2 pawns. I've lost only 1. I still have Dave. So this could turn out to be a game of patience. Okay, we're just not screwing up. I could kick this bishop. But then it feels like maybe he improves by going here, lining it with the king. Do I want to encourage that? Kick, he comes here, kick him again, he comes back. That is a very nice square for a bishop when your opponent's castled that on that side. Alright. So he's voluntarily moved his bishop anyway. He's lined up here, of course it's defended by the king. It does open up this idea here, right? I mean, that comes with 2 threats. Checkmate, and also knight takes bishop. So if I put my knight here, he might take with the bishop, or in which case I'll probably take with mine. Okay, so that's fine. Happy with that. There, and he pushes g3. I think I'll just take out that bishop. So what's not to like? I'll eliminate the bishop pair, simplify things for myself. I think that's good. He's moved within striking distance of my horse. So he really has two options. He's got to do that or eliminate the knight, because the knight is the supporter of the mate threat. So either he blocks the queen's access to g2 or he takes out the knight. If he takes out the knight, I have bishop takes. There we go. So I have bishop takes, I have queen takes. Which is best? Maybe queen takes, actually. Because what this means is that I'm then threatening queen takes h2, which is defended right now only by the knight, you see. But if queen takes here, I've got, for example, d4, knight d4. He takes me, I capture here, but then, you know, his king does have an escape route right now. Queen there, he comes here. I attack, he comes here. My queen then has to move. It's, you know, I think queen. I like my bishop there. It's solid, it's kind of anchored by a pawn. It's also defending this pawn. So, you know, there's no reason to disrupt this nice solid lump I've got here. Another idea, a5, bishop a6. Really x-raying through here, looking at f1. Okay. Okay, so I can't stay there. Can't go there, can't go there. Can't go there. I've got two options. There or there. I can't capture the rook. Here I'm still looking at h2. Kind of like that. Here, kind of pins this knight, you know, because if the knight moves, I can capture on here. Don't think there are any other options. I'd also love to have my queen on here, but you know I can't go there, and g6 is like nah. Let's just do this. I think, yeah, and you know now makes a big difference. Now I know that the lights, the dark squares are safer. You know. Also this, I'm lining up my bishop against that knight. That knight is a key worker right now. Yeah, so bishop b7 fianchetto. I just have to move. Hello. Okay, what are you doing? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a good move. I didn't see that. So now he's going to have two attackers on there. And if bishop takes with check here, okay, so we know if nothing else, I've got to put my queen on a dark square. So here she goes. See, bishop takes, king is forced to here. Bishop moves anywhere. We have a discovered check. I have to come back. He could actually force a perpetual here. Yeah. So this is what I missed. I missed the vulnerability of h7, and putting my queen there gave him a free skewer, forcing the queen to move away. Okay, good move by white. I think I skipped the bit where you say, if I do that, what could my opponent do? Can he do anything unpleasant? Okay, he's coming after my queen again. Now I do have this free pawn. I feel like he's kind of let me off a little bit there. I don't know. We'll see. This pawn is fine. I have this, and then, you know, then there are... So out, out, out. Can't stay where I am. Can't go there. Can't go there, can't go there. Alright, so I've got two options again, here or here. And I think this, because I mean this at least looks at that knight. Now my opponent is playing some good front foot. Okay, this is forced. Oh! Man! Man! That's completely dominant. Wow. Wow. I think we might have to have another go at this, guys. And it was that, was it this queen move? This queen move. A blunder. I'm losing the queen this way, yes, if your name is Stockfish. But my opponent played 15-50, you know, he's a 15-16 player. Perfect. So what should I have done here? Wow, I had to give up my queen. Bloody hell. Whoa. But then to find this move as well, knight d5 is good, this is the way to win a queen. There was an even better move? An immediate that? I don't know. But wow, honest, hats off, guys. I mean, what can I do? You know, outplayed. Outplayed. Okay, let's do another one. 1477. Right, now I'm angry. 1380 rated opponent. Hey guys. Hello. What are you up to? Want a cuddle? Yeah? Oh, you can. Okay, the Van Heat opening. Right, well, let's stick a pawn in the centre. It's okay, you can have it back in a minute. I'm just having to play. Okay. So now we have a Vienna. Okay, so we've... This is interesting. So if you're a Vienna player, it might be interesting to play your knight out first. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go normal. See if he's a Vienna Gambit player. You're right. You okay? I think you're a little girl, you are. I think you are. Alright, so, okay, this is now a 3 knights game. So we could go 4 knights. We could end up with a 4 knight Scotch. You can end up with all kinds of flavours now. My hunch is, let's just, hang on, so this is under attack. Okay, let's go 4 knights. Sod it, let's go 4 knights. See what happens. I don't often get a 4 knights position, so this could be interesting. Okay, in he comes. Right. Okay, so he's looking at that, which is defended by the queen. My hunch is to bring the bishop out to the Italian position and target f2. Yeah, might even drop it back here, you know. Then d6, you know, we can pin the knight. All very standard fare. Castle short. Position that's been seen millions of times. Okay. So my first thought is queen takes. You know, we want to recapture with development. Also pins this knight. Pins it hard. Okay. So probably, I got this feeling like I'm playing into my opponent's prep. I do have knight d4 hitting the queen and hitting there. So that may prompt a trade, in which case I'm still looking at this. Alternative is like d6 and then pin. Here. I think he's going to take. I take. You could push c3. What's gained? Let's develop. Let's you know. I'm not going to win. I'm not going to gain a decisive advantage with 2 pieces, right? So, or 3 pieces really. Okay, so my bishop could come out to a couple of places. I could even fianchetto the bishop as well. That's also a thought. I can also castle, but I may long castle. Let's think about fianchetto. Again, we've got this option of like a5, bishop a6, hitting the queen. Okay. Again, kind of, he's trapped in this bishop, look. So is he thinking about something like this? Do I need to play h6? It definitely discourages long castles because my rook will be on d8 and then that. But if I come in here, hit the queen and hit the knight, then he's got to respond. I'm no longer really threatening c2, of course, because the queen now defends after d3 was pushed. But if I come in here with a fork, obviously queen can't go there. That would be suicidal. I come in here, I'm maybe threatening to take the knight. I don't know, but it kind of improves my knight also. There is a bit of a light squared pawn wall here. So I need to think about the future of this bishop too. Is it time? Or do I play my bishop out here now and pin this pawn? Does that achieve anything? I don't really know. Knight there is no improvement. Oh, knight d4, knight d4. With knight d4, he could still play this, and then, I don't know, just sidestep, I guess. In fact, knight d4, he does this. I take his queen. He has to take mine. I take his bishop. He takes my knight. I don't know. He's left with a really bad bishop. He's got one good bishop right now, which is the dark squared bishop. Okay, let's try it. Let's give it a go. If takes, I'm just going to recapture with this. Pins that. Okay. I take queen. He takes queen. I take bishop. I have the bishop pair. And they're both reasonably good. Bishops too. Or I have capturing the knight with check. Or I capture the knight with check. Queen takes. I take bishop. Same difference really, isn't it? But which is best? Okay, I take queen. You have to take queen. I take bishop. Now, the big difference here is that g7 has now moved to f6, which is farewell yellow brick road to castling short. That's not the end of the world anyway. You know, I could just fianchetto here or move my bishop out. I've got a bit of a honeycomb on this side with massive light squared weaknesses. However, his light squared bishop is still indisposed. Okay, so I take queen, you take queen, I bring a pawn to the center. I'm preparing to break through there. It gives me a spare f pawn to target the e pawn. That could be good. Right, the alternative. I take the knight. Queen takes, I take here. Take the knight with check. Queen takes, I take. Let's go the first route. I can't really figure out the difference. I'm sure the fish will tell me at the end. You take. I'm going to pre-move the recapture rule anyway. There we go. And now bishop takes knight. Okay. Now I've got a big dark squared honeycomb here. I've got 6 pawns on dark squares. Having said that, that's not much of a hindrance, I don't think. The big question now is where am I going to put my bishop? I know if I'm going to castle, I'm going to castle that way. Now I don't have to castle. I could just play king e7. Right? Ain't no queens on the board, so I'm all right. Yeah, I could play my bishop here. Tie this rook down if I can. But what I want to be doing now is I want to be opening up the board. Why? Well, I've got 2 bishops, and Drax 333 from Croatia has 1 bishop, 1 knight. So how about f5? If he takes me, bang, my light squared bishop launches himself into the game. with a recapture, and that's a very efficient way to get into play. Here he goes. And now, look, my bishops are starting to stretch their legs. Okay, you want to do that? I've been in maybe this, looks good. Yeah, I'm definitely not trading off this bishop, because look at where all my pawns are, right? This bishop has the freedom of the city. It can move all the way around here. Whereas this bishop is potentially, you know, could get trapped now. So let's set aside this question for now of where we're going to put this bishop. I could put him here, and if he wants to take, I'll take towards the center, and we're in a position where he has no E pawn, I have no H pawn. So I have a central advantage. I do not know. My hunch is that the bishop might be fine now. So what I'm going to do, I'm now going to turn my attention to not getting this guy trapped. Now, how could he trap it? Well, he's got this, I can take. He's got this, I can take. First of all, he's going to have to bring one of these pawns up. And then I think I can probably just push there. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to drop my bishop all the way back here. I might castle my king. Okay, he's looking at my rook. Look no more. It's just disappeared before your eyes. Right? If he castles short, then this pawn is pinned. He may also castle long. That's a definite possibility. This knight, by the way, is undefended. That's defended by the bishop. That's defended by the king only. That defends that. Nothing defends these two. Right, so we're goldfishing our way. Maybe I should be pushing in the middle. So what I want to do is I want to open up the board. Now, he's targeting this pawn. I could stick it on a dark square and forget about it. Because I'm thinking about like rook f8 and push here, but also I've got another rook. And push. I like. This is a backwards pawn. It needs to become a frontwards pawn. Let's get it up there. Oh, hello. If I take, is that a good knight? King comes to here. Knight could come in there, but what's the point? No real reason to improve his knight. Just takes here, attacks the pawn. May as well. So rook h g8 now, or I just start sliding my king up, harass the knight with my king. Material is equal. He has eliminated my good bishop, but he's also eliminated his only bishop. Right, I want to shoo this knight away for sure. So my hunch is get the king up there. I'm not worried about a knight fork here because it's very well guarded. So I'm gonna come and try and get rid of this knight. Again, he has no e pawn. I have no g pawn. Right, now he's trying to play silly buggers and trap my bishop. Okay, so we were prepared for this. I have d5. Then my bishop can drop back. Right, I want to use my central pawn advantage. I'm thinking that d5 makes sense. Kind of central control stuff. How about I come here as well? If I come here, he has that with check. I come here again. More checks here. He retreats. I definitely want... I feel like if I can get the move f5 in, I'm good. So do I attack then? I do this, he attacks the bishop. I take his knight, he takes my bishop. Or do I just like do this? Do this, drop the bishop back here, and it's still getting in his way, you know. Yeah, I feel like that's okay. I still want to harass the knight. I still have this. This is an idea. Attacking this pawn. If he castles then, and my rook's on g8, then both these pawns would be pinned. Okay. Okay. I feel like I need to harass the knight. This could be an outpost for my bishop, right? Can't be disturbed by pawns. But at first I need to get rid of the horse. So if I go here, horse go here, I go here, horse go here, I go here. Horse can't go there, he has to go back there. Yeah? So we're playing harass the horse. G4 is the only other option, but that is weakening. He has to go there now, and I go here now, and he has to go there. And now I feel like bishop d4 attacks this pawn and pins it, which is going to force this, and then there's no more castling that away, but we kind of knew that anyway. But now f5, f5, f4. But then that gives his knight this. I think f5 anyway. f5, take this square away from the knight, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So he got this in first, and he's got it in with check. Now, let's say, oh, I can't attack the knight is defended, so he has a nice square. Right, but I could come back here, for example, and then f5. And he can't go there, there. f5, and back he goes again. But, okay, so he's had to do that, because otherwise f5 would have come with tempo. He has to save the knight, he loses the pawn. f5 anyway, it's a good move, I'm doing it. f5, all day. And now, again, it's never too late, is it, to control the center? You know, it's not just centers are for life, not just for openings. Now, how about nope? But I'm thinking now rook e8, line it up with a king. You know, is he going to cast? Ooh, he did it. He's done it. Okay. How about rook h g8 now? King f6. Yeah? You feeling this? You feeling it? King here. And then we have many pinned pawns. Oh man, when did I hang a pawn? Huh. Well, in that case, what are you going to do? A4? Well, that's annoying. I've got a pawn down. Right. I'm just congratulating myself on my structure. Now, you know, he's kind of... Alright, you want a piece of my bishop, huh? No worries. He has this. This is the problem, you know, I've got the wrong coloured pawns. Yeah, that is that is a pisser. So if I go here, knight takes, I capture away from the centre. But then this pawn, he's not going to be able to defend that pawn. I feel like I want to keep these two together, so I don't think bishop here takes. That just feels worse. I'd like to keep this bit of a shield in front of my king. You know, the king and the pawns, you never know. 1380. And we're going down to the wire. Also, I'm on 6 minutes. This bugger's still on 15 minutes. Okay, obviously I'm going to pre-move the recapture, so. Then he advances this, well, if he advances this pawn here, Takes, takes, takes. He just loses. Hello. Hello. What's that about then? I can save my bishop now. I can put it here. I think I shall. Now that now means the knight is stuck here because it has to defend this pawn, yeah? He could push the pawn, but hey-ho. Takes, takes. Rook here as well hits this. Huh. Takes, takes. And also, this pawn's actually pinned because it can't move without hanging the knight. So, what's he going to do now? Is he going to try and do this? Do I then double up my rooks against this pawn? Okay. We recapture. I don't know, it's getting tactical now. He's still moving quickly. There he has that, but I can then... No, I can't. So I'm attacking this. Now if I take him here, rook g8, the king is then quarantined in the corner. And look at his pawns. I think that's compo, guys. I think that is decent compensation. The alternative, I mean, I've got this. He takes, takes. His king's got a nice pair of pawns. No. I think that was inaccurate from white. I think this is now adding, you know, strength to my bishop. For example, I got rook d8. He pushes, I just take. But I feel like this makes a load of sense. Maybe even bishop here, you know? Don't know. Remember, his knight is stuck defending this pawn, right? So what do? I come here. He pushes, I take. I come here. He places rook there. I push, take. I'm 524. How is my endgame feeling? His knight is really stuck. I mean, he can't go there, he can't go there, gets taken. Goes anywhere else, he drops a pawn, that bishop comes back to here and becomes a bit of a monster. Defends both pawns, ties them together, targets this, which is really quite a key square on the board. I think he's got to play rook d1. Okay. I take, you take back, you can't take back. You can't take back. Now Dave has become Dave the Beast. Wow. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pawn islands as well. He has 1, 2, 3. I'd really like to get my rook either on the 7th or on G. That would be so cool. Okay, but he's just undefended his pawn. I have to take it. I have to take it. Go there, stitch these pawns together, repair this structure. Here. The knight is no longer a threat. This bishop now defends 1, 2, 3 loose pawns. And I'm actually a pawn up, guys. Right. Scrappiness. Okay. Let's scrap. Okay, now, here, how do you defend that pawn? Answer, you don't. The knight, we know can't, because it's 1, 2, 3. to defend it. 3 moves to defend that pawn. It's out of the question. This rook clearly can't defend it. It would have to come here or here, and A, it's 2 moves, and B, I take it. So that pawn is goner. You are a goner. You are a goner kebab, mate. And we are going to be 2 pawns up with 5 left on the clock. And this is the situation that I keep finding myself in over the board, where like I've got a time advantage, but my opponent has a better position advantage or material advantage and stuff, and the time advantage comes to naught because I get lose. I became loser. Right. People are starting to leave slightly rude comments on my videos. I don't. Maybe it's because I'm doing the shorts, and yeah, I've had a couple of dickheads. It's about 3 dickheads actually in the last 2 days. One I've blocked. Okay. Is this your plan? So if I take here, he's got this. I mean, it's not that scary. I could just come there, yeah? He has check. I don't know. How can I prevent that move? Do I need to prevent it? I come here. He comes in with check. I just retreat. I'm threatening to take there if the knight should move again. His knight really can't move because his knight's got to block Dave. Or do I just drop the bishop, the rook back and say, look, these pawns, forget about them. Forget about them. Yeah. What are you going to do? Right, so I have I've a runaway Dave, and now he's just put his pawn on a dark square. So, but the problem is my bishop is now kind of stuck in there, really, to be honest. So I have to have a way of breaking through. And this doesn't do it because he's got 2 attackers, right? So can I get my king here? If I do king here, he's got I could just trade off though. Knight here, I trade. I'm 2 pawns up. No, well, I'm 1 pawn up. Am I only 1 pawn? I was 2 pawns up a second ago. I take. Yeah, but this knight, remember, it's on Dave babysitting duty. You've got to stop Dave. I'm liking my scrapping chess now. You see, you've got to learn to love getting down and dirty and eye gouging and stuff in chess, yeah? So if I come here, he comes there. Now this pawn is defended. I've got this though. Yeah, I think this is alright. Oh, he's got that actually. I missed that one. But then I come here, I attack his knight. So this could win a pawn, but not immediately. I attack the knight. Knight has to move. I take pawns. This thing is solid. It's always nice to have something where I don't have to worry about that corner of the board. Even if he wants to eliminate my bishop with his knight, I'm going to recapture with what was that? Okay. But I do believe now rook e6. The knight cannot move with check. So the knight is now pinned and out of the game. That means his king's going to have to come over to one of these squares to defend the rook. Or his rook has to move away. My king now can't go to there or there because of the pawn and there. It can't go there either actually because of this pawn. But king here threatens this. If he does this, for example, I've got Ooh, no. Because of en passant. But maybe we... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, he can take that because I can't take the rook. Because of the... Ooh, he does have this, actually. He could move his knight to either of those squares and defend the rook, but still being a pawn up and a bishop versus a knight and having pawns on both sides of the board for both teams. Okay. Okay, now my bishop's stuck. I do this, he takes. I can't go there either. I think I have to retreat my rook. Like this, check him. Retreating the rook at least. Can't move a check. So I've got a chance of this. Wow. Also, potentially, if the king manages to step on one of the cracks, as in a dark square, I might have this idea. But he's knuckling down. Draws 3-3-3. And these pawns, you see, sometimes double pawns can actually create quite an awkward barrier. As in this case, my bishop is literally trapped over there. This knight really just doesn't want to move. I mean, right now it can't because it would hang the rook, but it's also it's anchored in the middle of the board. All right. I feel like my rook just has to come across. There's nothing for it. I have to. I want to come here. Might want to attack this pawn, which I think is then indefensible. No, he's got knight here. But if he moves his knight, then my king comes and harasses these. I don't know, it's blooming tight, isn't it? Blooming tight and the opponent's playing well. Well. He's come after my bishop, by the look of things. Or is he trying to do this? Well, my hunch is I come here and attack these pawns. They are both now hanging. You take my bishop, mate, and I'm just going to recapture. And I'm a pawn up, about to be 2 pawns up. Even if you defend one, I can defend the other. I can capture the other one. Even if you give check here, same deal. I would take the one on the light square, but if the knight is on the dark square, so just to prevent any knight forks or equivalent shenanigans. Wow. Loving these tight games. Feels like, yeah, although my performance hasn't been that good, somehow my 10-minute games aside, something about my chess approach is working. And now he's having to think. He has actually been spending 30 seconds plus on each move kind of recently. He can attack my rook there, but don't really do much. I mean, he comes here, I'll probably just come here. Something like that. He's still got pawn problems. Okay. Take. And now I have 3 pawns on adjacent squares. I mean, the idea of capturing with this... Oh, okay. Okay. Right, take a pawn. Should I have actually taken with the other one then? Maybe I should, actually. Maybe I should. Yeah, but I can now take this one. So I'm 1 pawn up right now. Okay, let's think. I take this one. He hasn't got rook there. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I probably want to get this rook behind Dave and to d5 and get this pawn forward. Then I'm defending both of these. Okay, that's good. Now he has that one, but I have Dave. Dangerous Dave. Daredevil Dave. No, you don't. That does not work. Go on, Dave. We're 2 pawns up. Barry and Dave are now going to be a double act. Okay, so that king is now stuck. And do I have this now? I believe I do. And you can't, well, you can't go there because I take you. If you even go here and attack Freddy, then you lose this. Okay, I lose that, but then you lose that. And I only need 1 pawn. 1 pawn. Okay. Just drop back. Just calm, cool as a cucumber. And I can just wriggle my king up here, you know. Support Barry. Yeah, exactly. Right? And now let's bring the king up. He has this, but I just come back. Winning 10 seconds every time. Now the king has to defend the rook as well. I'm probably going to lift this. He doesn't have that. I could still take 1, take 2. I only need 1 pawn, mate. 1 solitary pawn to turn itself into a queen. And black wins. I don't care how much time you got left on the clock. You don't get points for having time left on the clock. Okay. Attack. He's got a king there. That would be kind of repetitive. We need to be a bit careful. Okay. Too bad. You can take that. You can have it. You can take that. Doesn't matter. I come here, he's got king here. You can take that. I'm gonna. It's the Barry and Freddy show now. Dave, sorry, Dave. Dave has given up his life for the cause now. He might try this kind of nonsense. Okay. Here he can't go there or there. He can go there. I could even then come across. He does this. I come across. His king is now quarantined onto these 2 ranks of the board. His rook is stuck defending his h-pawn. Freddy might even give up his life. But the king can't take it. Because the king's stuck. There. Now what do? You go there, I capture here and defend. Well, that doesn't work. This does not work. The king can't go there and attack my rook. You go here, I just move. So I'm going to push my pawn forward. And is it going to be Barry? Is Barry going to be the hero? Barry, don't be a hero. Check. B3. I come here, he's got king there, but then I take the pawn. I come here, he pushes the pawn forward. But I can't let him just take, can I? Do I do this? He's got that, I take. Okay, let's go forwards then. Wow, my pawn advantage is now evaporated, but Barry is very close. Oh, no, you don't. this checks me. You can't go there. You can't stay there. Do I drop my rook back onto the first rank here? I think I do. I think I do, because that stops this. Because I want to push b2, but then, you know, his rook can then just keep annoying my king. You know, my king needs to get out of Barry's way in order to promote Barry, yeah? I don't know. I mean, right now it's so close. So I go here, he gives check, I come round. That's actually okay. He's got one check, and then I come round to here, and he's out of checks with the rook. And then I'm just threatening to promote, and he has to sack his rook, and then it's, I think it's all over, because his king, no way can his king save the h-pawn. What? It's your problem. Okay, now I'm threatening this. This is actually winning, I think. Take the pawn with check. And then I can come here. Even if he gives check, I create a queen. Barry! Congratulations, bruv. And of course you can't go there. So I mean, yeah, that's possible. Ooh, okay, this then. Again, he goes there. I just queen. Because I'm not in check. He can't go here. You cannot go here. And anywhere else, I just do this, right? Or do I do this? Okay, I'll go here. I think it's just winning. I do. I'm on 5 minutes now. My time's going up. Oh, man. These grinding games. Love it. You do this with check, I just queen with check. You are forced to capture, and that's the end. Woo! Way! Hey, Sean GX. How you doing? OGX. That was very nice indeed. Let's have a look at the review. I'd like to see what my rating is for that. I think my opponent played definitely over 1374. Let's have a look at this graph. How's it going to be? Is it going to be an ECG? Ooh, no, black was better. Oh man, 57? 1 blunder and 8 misses. Damn. Oh, okay, well, I think we draw a line under... What do you mean, end game? Accuracy was rubbish. So what? I made a right blunder here. What was this? There? Pushing the king. Okay, so I blundered that pawn. Ah. And that's a miss. Why? Okay, I could have just laid out the red carpet. And I guess there... King c2, let's have a look. He takes, up comes the pawn. Oh, oh yeah, and there's no stopping it now. Wow. Okay, but look, bottom line, did the job. I actually thought that was a much better game than the stuff. 950. You having a laugh? But doesn't matter. It was a ding dong. It was a battle. It was an arm wrestle. Right? We were on the floor. There was thumbs in eyes and all that kind of stuff. It was a close fight. I enjoyed myself. That's the important thing. And there you go. And that first... Oh, hang on. There was a blunder here. Okay, so here... Hang on. Here, this is a blunder. And that was the wrong move. Right, because we talked about this. What was the best move? Wow. Knight takes f3 is best. And I'm not going to do show moves because it's a bit quick. Then queen takes. Then queen takes here. And now black apparently is in a winning position. I get to castle. Okay. I just did it wrong, didn't I? I thought they were kind of equal, but... So the way I did it was this. And I could have actually retreated my knight, threatening c2. Wow. Okay. That's just an error in calculation. It just shows the kind of growth edge that I've got in that. But hey. I think what it is that I just needed to calculate one level deeper. Here, check. You have to take. I take. And visualizing the board now, it's a nice situation, right? I'm going to get to castle, which I didn't do. Yeah, I've got all my pawns. I've got bishop pair. Am I up? Hang on. Stop. Oh. Oh. No, I take the knight. He's got to take back. I win a piece. It's that simple. Bugger. Well, there you go. There you go. Got stuff to learn. Every day's a learning day. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you all very soon.